Academy Office 5522, Beach Office, Private Room, Private Life, 22 September 2021. We will make a review, make our movement, and of course that we will have a deal. You may be at the area segmented, committed industrial crime, and others from the corruption, which was the cause and premise against my privacy and my humble space of research, development, and creation. Creation is a will of God. You are maybe against God. Then we check this model, which is the division of the Sun Coast and considering some specific cities with specific fields of attraction and development. We will use this as driver, but you attacked me, my research, my privacy, my cell phone, and now we will use this as driver to put the development, at regular pattern and standards of security, business, and reliable statement about this micro conjuncture 5521 5522. And we could have that. I not have my magic pen here. We have the flow as communication between microeconomical agents, in general individuals, and macroeconomical agents in a micro perception, which is institution individualized with failures inside, corruption charged against each one of those institutions didn't offer the variables. They are part of the problem. And the frequency as behavior 5521 5522, conjuncture or conjunctural risk, point as conjuncture for criminality 55, Brazil. We will check that we have some driver at the big tech in the way we have at the big audit. The integration of interests of two both inside the security forum, we can bring this, and we brought this to the security forum. Indeed, we will claim to reliable levels of skills and statements, and Brazil is unable to offer neither of both, but we will offer this. And the chart that you'll see below this presentation at the blog Risk Report 2021 traceseptember.blogspot.com. It's a matrix about development of human resource, which must be part of the company of your regular public department, not made by outsource that sometimes do not understand the mission and the purpose of your organization and put a lot of variables inside, and then they will do insider trade and will have a lot of problem. Then we have the AT&T as interconnection and a lot of things that they do, and they do regular because they had a problem in the near past as a scandal. We have the IBM. They do things in the way IBM do the same way, and we are preventing a big scandal. We have the Microsoft that indeed is going at a almost scandal. Not so big, but almost a scandal. Considering the possibility as turning into a big scandal by, clauses modified during the COVID-19 as relation with the consumer, which is one of the main stakeholders at any business. Then you check the units that had a scandal and put a lawyer, an attorney as CEO. Great strategy, Then these players as Big Four will help us with our purpose. Then we will check the board, which indeed Brazil 5521 5522, you committed industrial crime. You will be charged as 33 trillion by this, but we will offer you a deal to prevent these terrible consequences that will put you down for a long time or maybe forever. You will not recover. It is, you will have an agreement as part of the Permanent Security Forum Brazil USA, which implies a permanent agreement, putting at your public system, at least in this very first moment, at these two both that committed this crime, segmented and individualized, the American Telegraph telephone architecture of interconnection. The IBM as the heart of your machine, which is the hard disk. The Microsoft as the system and the portfolio that you will use, which is the Windows and the Office as a package and other things, software. And we will have the Unisys that can provide maybe the cloud as a structure to collect all these and have this as information and portfolio, which will pass through the Big Four audit before coming inside the Security Forum to have a decision. 2021, 2024, 5521, 5522, interval Brazil segmented. All of you with failures of budget, on budget, all of you associated by silence, concurrent interest as a listed advantage, all of you inside the IRS transnational organized crime as conjuncture, Fibonacci pattern as behavior, marginalism, economic theory, Chicago, New Classic School. There are no guarantees beyond the law. No one would like to, for instance, destroy these two areas, a conjuncture with a lot of problem, and if we do not have this interest in the same way to do this by a financial charge or something like this. We are offering a choice, another one, as an agreement, and as a debtor, indeed that you are a criminal offender, that indeed you both are. You have no choice. You accepted the deal. We will do the development of these two areas. Maybe you have a board of directors, real directors, and they will kind of be in charge of this. Considering this Big Four international, recommended to have English spoke at this area, even if it's a quite a simple English, just to communication and to show respect with the driver that now is doing the development of the Rio de Janeiro 5521 and the Sun Coast. If this go the way we expected, which is fully successful, we can use maybe this as a national police as part of the Security Forum, and then we will turn our shit and junkie criminal conjuncture into a conjuncture reliable and for sure stamped as a member of the NATO, of the OECD, a real thing for real purpose, doing real business. The KRM Bull, real thing all the time. Have a nice weekend. Just checking the board. This is the board that you maybe observe. It's the division of values as a binary reading for machine learning. Here is your situation, criminal offender. The distribution of values, as you can observe. And at this area here, you observe that you have the division, the database Sigma 5521, 5522. Comparative measurement distribution of values as possibility of deal 00, -1. Infiltrated agents can bring the +1, inner value -1. Corrupted variables, the other real criminals. Corrupted variables can bring me the real criminals. They all can bring me the real criminals as the N for database approach, and then I will check which is the name of those banks, which is this criminal leading the future of democracy on Western by their own purpose and other things. The key are boost the real things for sure.